Howdy. Welcome back. There we go with ums again. As you can tell, I've done some work, some terraforming over here in the Whitewood. I decided to come back over here. Kind of been going back and forth. Kind of like I get bored over there or get an idea and then I come over here and I work on this. So, still working on some terrain stuff. Um, Flatten this out a bit. I will continue to do that. And then I did some texturing with some rocks and stuff. Kind of made a cave entrance here to the non-permanent base. This is just an example. It's kind of like testing out what I want to do. So I will add some of this along here a little bit more. I wanted to do something here because it was so steep and I didn't feel like I needed to cut back on things like on the hill, so I added a rock ledge kind of face area thing. I think it looks pretty good. I like the texturing. I added some moss here and there to kind of break up the grass. But yes, right now it's a little weird because it's just a splotch of rocks, but I'm kind of transition it a little bit more over here and over here and kind of make it blend in a bit more. And then I decided that a good thing to do would probably be to add a bunch more rocks. So I've been kind of thinking about the shape and what blocks I want to use, the palette. And so I've been adding some rocks here and there. Added some down here. I'm going to change this up a little bit, the shape of this. That's about it so far. Oh, this. I am slowly working on the Pale City. Or the White City. I can't remember what I called it. But it will be on like a big platform, big circular platform, and then we'll have a tower in the top, in the middle, going up. Most likely to build height. And I'm pretty sure spawn is just over there. I probably should have marked it, but I didn't. But I think spawn's over there. So it's kind of cool to maybe like have a path going straight to this city. The city itself is probably going to be like broken down and stuff. Like old, like ruined. That's what I'm looking for. Ruined. But yeah, I would like to get, and for that project I'm going to need bone blocks, and so at some point I'm probably going to set up a bone meal system, bone meal processor, bone meal farm is what it really is called. I just wanted to give a quick update on that stuff, and then I was going to show you how exactly I go about making the stony areas. But first I actually need to go get some more andesite. I'm a big fan of andesite, I don't know why. I really like its smoother texture. It's not, well, not smoother, but grainier texture. It's kind of like, it reminds me of gravel a little bit. That's gravel. I could have sworn I was doing, oh, I think that was over there. I've also been coming up with more ideas, like to do, I don't know if I've talked about all of it. I know I've talked a little bit about some things. I would like to have a giant garden area, or I'm pretty sure I've talked about a forest, jungle, with giant trees and stuff. I think that'd be cool. Which a lot of inspiration from that. I've done some drawings to kind of give me an idea. Of course, I don't. About how I want it to look. And a lot of the inspiration for that is coming from the design for Kashyyyk from Star Wars. Some of the designs, concept art. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look back and see the animated 2000, I can't remember, I think it was 2009 animated Star Wars series, which is honestly one of my favorite Star Wars adaptations. I really wish they made like the Clone Wars series with the same animation style. It kind of it reminds me a lot of Samurai Jack, which I could be wrong, but I think it's the same animator. Pretty sure it's the same animator. It kind of looks fairly same. Also, these random dirt blocks from these Endermen. I also would like to get an iron farm going sooner than later. And like I said before, in like an earlier episode, I'm not the best at making iron farms, so I'm gonna have to find a decent tutorial. Since, whoops, I didn't mean to get rid of that one. Since, and luckily I've found a bunch of villages. I don't know why I'm so slow thinking wise. I don't know what's going on. So we can do more of that. Then I want quite a few of those. I need more cobblestone. Some more stairs. What else? Don't have any stone stairs. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Can you make... Oh yeah, you can. I don't know why I didn't think you could. But anyway. Andesite wall. Silly me. But there's another From my terraforming, we've kind of covered up several big holes in the ground, like right here. No. Right here is a big hole in the ground. Um, and so I thought I'd kind of, one, spawn proof it, but also make it into like a little cave area, which I think would be cool. I don't know, I get a lot of inspiration from fictional megastructures. I think they're really cool. And so I've been, where's that coming from? Kind of getting inspiration from that. Among other things. So what I first think I'm going to do right now is cover a lot of this in stone, and then kind of come back to you all so that we can decorate it. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I've got the majority of the cave kind of filled in with stone. Now I'm going to kind of go back through and decorate it. You'll see that I've left a couple of spots where I've just got grass, and in those spots I like to kind of add like little crevices that kind of make the cave feel a little bit more, a little bigger. So they won't be like accessible, but they will add like a little bit more depth everywhere. Whoops. Kind of like that. And then I will go back through with stairs and stuff. Voila. Something like that. Oops. So you kind of want it on the roof. It's not exactly fully spawn proof, but pretty good. So there's a little cave for you. I'll probably continue to work on it later as we go. Of course, I'll probably forget about it, and then I'll like discover it one day. Oh, I don't like that. But yeah, I kind of just do it as I feel. Probably put some rocks around it. I don't think I'll put cobblestone on the inside, only because I don't really think it belongs. But I think for now that's pretty good. Whoops. But yeah, I think it looks pretty decent, and I don't think much is going to spawn in here because of the slabs. Um, it's not completely spawn proof. But I think it's pretty decent. But yeah, yep. I feel like this was Benjamin. I feel like they're trolling me. That's what I feel like sometimes. So that I slowly go insane. Insane the membrane. But yeah, eventually there'll be a bunch of trees and such around here. Still kind of working out what to do down here in this level. Alright, well, it's looking pretty good. I think, I don't know. Oh, if you all have any suggestions for things, also let me know so that I can, you know, do them. Um, but I think that will probably do it for this episode. So yeah, I hope you all have